Hola, Ilan. Ilan,
Hola, Caro, ¿cómo estás?
bien, bien. No se unió nadie más.
Mm, sí, bueno. Ujú. ¿Qué te iba a decir? Sí, y es que nosotros no podemos ver quién está registrado, como es abierto, aunque yo sí tengo una persona que me confirmó que se iba a conectar.
Mira,
Ahí está Jairo. Jairo, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal, Lina?
Todo bien, por dicho,
pero
gusto
buenas tardes.
saludarte.
Qué bien, qué bien. Qué pena la confusión, pero cuando lo copié a mi calendario lo puse una hora antes.
Ah, no te preocupes. Man, es un poco complicado, o sea, para unirse, yo no sé si vos tuviste que crear cuenta con Linux Foundation.
Sí, me tocó.
Hay que crear cuenta con Linux Foundation.
Ujú.
Hay que...
El, perdón, ¿se me escucha?
Sí, sí,
Sí,
ya.
Sí.
Ujú.
se te
Hay
escucha
que,
mejor que antes.
hay que habilitar este temita del, del que es un calendario aparte, ¿verdad? O sea, man, también es mucho aprendizaje para nosotros. Para peores, esta semana cambió de horario.
Ay, Dios mío.
Pero en Europa, la próxima semana, bueno, el fin de semana
Ah,
cambia en
claro,
Estados Unidos.
correcto.
No, esta sesión es un
Sí,
poco
es un poco
atípica.
complicado con los horarios, sí.
Sí,
Claro.
sí, sí, sí. Em, y te cuento, honestamente, esta es la primera sesión que estamos teniendo con Linux Foundation, entonces es como mucho aprendizaje también para nosotros.
Ok, perfecto.
Em, chicos, quiero hacer una pequeña intro porque creo que, Caro, vos no conocías a Jairo y creo que Nayan, no recuerdo si lo conocías, creo que sí, pero no
Creo que
recuerdo.
sí, con Ayam creo que estuve en un par de reuniones, sí.
Ujú.
Ayam, ¿cómo estás?
Em, este, y Rafael que nos está uniendo. Perdón, nada más como para aprovechar para la introducción. Eh, Rafael, do you speak Spanish?
Hola, sí.
Ah, ok, ok.
Bien,
Súper. Entonces, les comentaba, Jairo se está uniendo al equipo de Chainlink. Está tomando el rol que tenía Thomas Trepanier. Entonces
Ujú.
se nos está uniendo.
Sí, también
Y
para dejarles saber que Tom sigue como un advisor para Chainlink de todas formas. De hecho, tengo reuniones con él una vez por semana, por lo menos. A veces dos, entonces él también le va a dar, ayudar a darle continuidad a esas conversaciones también.
súper, súper. Aprovechando, Rafael, no sé si te querés presentar o de qué organización venís, etcétera.
Soy del Banco Central de Chile.
Ah, ok.
Eh,
Ujú.
nosotros participamos en el otro grupo,
Sí,
porque tú
ujú.
trajiste el de desarrollo, y la idea es participar en este también.
Ok,
Hace un tiempo atrás te había mandado un correo precisamente porque tenemos complejidades para poder sumarnos por las capas de seguridad del banco, así que me estoy sumando desde mi computador personal. Pero la idea es que todo el resto del equipo también se sume. Yo no soy técnico.
ok,
Pero la idea es que alguno de nuestros participantes, parte del equipo técnico, sí participe y tenga alguna voz al respecto.
ok. Y
Pero
la
estamos todavía
limitante
batallando
es,
ahí con la burocracia interna.
la limitante es por Zoom.
No, Zoom no, pero todas las capas anteriores, onda Meetup, la página esta de la Linux Foundation, las tenemos bloqueadas.
Ah,
Entonces,
ok.
logré
Rafael, te
gestionar.
escuchas, pero te escuchas muy bajito.
Ah, perdona. Ahí sí se me escucha bien. ¿Se escucha
Un
mejor?
Ujú,
poco mejor. Sí,
sí,
Ya,
mejor.
perdona.
ujú,
Lo que les decía es que, claro, gestioné el desbloqueo de Meetup, pero de Meetup había otro link que era hacia la Linux Foundation y ese también está bloqueado. Entonces, esto ha sido un poco como Sísifo. Llevo a la roca arriba, logro resolver y hay otra nueva. Así que lo que quería ver
ok,
si podía rescatar este link de Zoom y compartirlo a mis compañeros a ver si podíamos saltarnos el desbloqueo para no ser tan lentos.
Lo único es que para ingresar te va a pedir, y seguramente a vos te pidió, registrarse en la página de Linux Foundation.
Me permitió ingresar como guest, pero igual me pidió
Ah, ok, ¿cómo ves?
igual me pidió un nombre y todo. Y caché que en el link
Mm,
que generó
ujú.
del Zoom va mi nombre. Entonces, no sé si
Ujú.
permita que entremos 5 Rafael Troncoso a la reunión al mismo tiempo.
Bueno, yo creo que podemos probar sin problema. Sí, lo que le decía Rafael, para a Jairo temprano, para nosotros también es mucho aprendizaje. Esta es la primera sesión que estamos teniendo y hay que seguir algunas reglas que pues, Linux Foundation, digamos, nos solicita, ¿verdad? Entre ellas como el uso de esta plataforma y el mecanismo de registro, etcétera, etcétera. Entonces, sabemos que probablemente hayan algunas personas tratando de conectarse, creando su cuenta, etcétera. Y el reto que tenemos es que probablemente esta semana cambió para algunas personas su zona horaria, el fin de semana va a cambiar en Estados Unidos. Yo imagino que va a cambiar el horario, entonces tenemos como que em, revisar bien si en la plataforma va a cambiar porque no me permite ver si está en zona horaria, en qué zona horaria está, etcétera. Entonces, pareciera que es algo interno de cómo funciona Zoom, ¿ok? Em, entonces, bueno, nosotros para hoy, lo que teníamos pensado era revisar un poco las dudas que podrían haber sobre el proyecto. Creo, Rafael, que vos has estado tal vez más involucrado, entonces tal vez estás un poco más al tanto del estado actual. Jairo, no sé si vos vas a ser la persona que se nos esté conectando a estas llamadas, si esperamos que alguien adicional como Roger o alguien más se nos esté
Sí,
sumando.
sí. De hecho, en vez de Roger, estamos pidiendo a Álvaro Acevedo,
Ok,
que es colombiano. Él está en España, pero el horario sí le permite. Es otro Solutions Architect, pero nos da la ventaja que es completamente bilingüe.
ok, ok, perfecto. Sí, muy buena opción en ese caso. Ok.
Ujú.
Em, entonces queríamos revisar eso. Bueno, bienvenido Lenin, que se nos está sumando.
Buenos
Em,
días.
ujú.
Buenos días.
Entonces queríamos validar, Jairo, no sé si ustedes tienen alguna duda o mm, algo que querían tocar, si no, continuamos con un poco lo que tenemos planeado
No,
hoy.
hasta el momento solo conocer, digamos, la dinámica de que, bueno, en estas sesiones me imagino que son un seguimiento de las reuniones que han tenido los bancos centrales en la semana anterior, quizás, y me imagino que va a tener su propia agenda también aparte de eso, ¿no? Es más un poco discusiones técnicos y cosas de esa índole, ¿no?
Son conversaciones técnicas.
Ujú,
Básicamente lo que nosotros pensamos es que a partir de las reuniones que tenemos con los bancos centrales, en las que en este caso Rafael participa, definimos cuáles son los requerimientos.
ujú,
Nosotros vamos a construir una lista de issues o de em, temas que se necesitan desarrollar, que se necesitan crear, que es un poco lo
ujú.
que vamos a ver el día de hoy. Entonces,
Ok.
básicamente lo que vamos a ir a recorrer es un poco la observación. Como es código fuente abierto, todos son contribuidores, entonces las organizaciones o los participantes pueden seleccionar en qué se sienten más cómodos trabajando, en qué se sienten más cómodos desarrollando, que no es ninguna em, tampoco obligación, ¿verdad?
Ujú,
Contribuir en algunos de los componentes, pero sabemos que es de interés para las organizaciones contribuir en este ejercicio, ¿verdad?
ujú.
Entonces, básicamente esa es un poco la mecánica. Y tenemos a Karen en la llamada. Hola Karen, thanks for joining. Um,
Hola, hello.
hello, hello.
Ujú.
I know that you are very familiar with Spanish, but I don't know if you feel comfortable if we manage the meeting in Spanish. I think it's okay to translate to switch to English, but I don't know. What about you?
Yes.
Since since the call's being recorded, it might be better to do it in English.
Okay.
Yeah, since it's a community call, unless you think that the only people joining are going to be Spanish speakers. I think
We don't
if
know because it's open.
yeah, if that's the case, is
Uh-huh.
I guess I would first ask, is everybody here Spanish speaking?
Yeah, no problem. Maybe we can switch to English in a
Yeah,
moment.
that would probably be better if anyone's going to listen to the recording.
Some things about logistics, Karen. We are not sure exactly what is the time zone that the calendar in Zoom is managed. I understand that this weekend is going to be a daylight saving time switch and in US, and I'm not sure if that is going to affect or change something somehow.
Yeah, everything will be adjusted automatically.
Okay. So I am assuming that 1 hour earlier.
Back in the US. Yes.
Yeah.
In the US, 1 hour back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just to consider that into our own organization. We are in Latin America. We are not going to switch, I think, most countries. All right, so that's one of the things. Carolina, would you like to share maybe the screen and maybe we can go over the governance model that we have in the GitHub repository and maybe continue with the issues that we have been identifying so that the team can take a look high level and maybe we can start deciding if someone wants to take ownership of some of them.
Okay, I can share my screen so that give me a second, please.
Thank you.
Okay, it is our repository, the public repository for the Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust. It is that we have for the moment. It is a live repo. So
Are
Caro,
you
I
sharing,
think,
Natalia?
yeah,
let me see. Let me see. Yes. Now?
I think it's loading. Yeah, I can see it now.
Again, so it is the repository. It is a live repository. That means that we are continue changing things, improving things, updating some documentation. For the moment, the purpose is only for that, for have the documents. And in the future, when we finish the blueprint, is going to have the whole code. So you can find here the description, what is the purpose, the high-level architecture that we have for the moment. It is only to show what are the building blocks that we are going to have, and it is related with the Ilan was talking about. We showed that in the first Linux FDT meeting, but I think that I can say it again, that the idea is to, the things that is strictly related with the blueprint are the things that are in green, and all the things that are in white are different modules that our expectation is to develop that with the community, or that we are open to develop that with the community. And yes, is that so? Maybe in 2 weeks, more or less, we are going to have a whole list with that components that we are open to receive help in that. And yes, so the governance is open. We are working closely with Semlanflar. And yes, so if you see here, important documents in the docs folder is the research papers, and that is the basis from our decisions. We started here. We the research to see where we are, what is the progress in general terms in the whole world. You can find here different projects and different conclusions. So yes, you can start if someone here doesn't know where we are or why we are talking about a specific architectural options, you can read these research papers because they are interesting. And in DPG assessment, you can find 2 documents. I need to fix that. I updated yesterday, but I need to delete the spaces. But you can see this, that is the CBWeb3 as a DPG. That document can explain, or that document explains what exactly we need to do. It's all, all of us, we need to do to archive that level of DPG, digital public good. So again, it is some of the document that needs to improve or needs to evolve, because if we meet all the requirements here, we are going to have that level of DPG. So it is basically that we have here, and in the repository, you can see what things we have. If someone want to contribute, can ask to us to join here in the repo. It is through send us you GitHub user, so we can add to the repository. Because another point, it is open, this open repository, so that means that anyone can see the documents, download the repo, whatever. But another point that we manage here are the projects. And for the moment we manage it in a private way. So we discuss here some matters regarding specific options that to manage the different things that we need to solve in the project. So yes, it is basically that we have for the moment. I don't know, Ilan, if you want me to show another thing.
Yeah, I know that, well, Jairo, in the past, we had a very good conversation with Tom about he's very eager to see what we have here in the list to work on, because he wanted, or at least when he was in Chainlink, he wanted to see how or what else they can do to support. So in this case, I don't know if this is information that will be helpful for you.
Oh, very helpful.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at some of the categories, and I think some things have advanced as well in terms of our capabilities. So we've tested DVP flows, we've tested what are we doing? We're looking at KYC validation as part of our stack now. Obviously, the cross-chain stuff is here, and the Swift integration is something that we've also been working on as well. So yeah, I will certainly dig into this in more detail.
Awesome. Yeah, well, this information is open. I think that you have the link to it, and so if you want to review internally with your team, happy to to assign the person that you consider to these tasks
Yeah.
or to this. All right.
Yeah.
And the same thing actually goes to Rafael. So I know that your team has a lot of interest in participating in the development. I'm not sure how active you would like to be, but this is your project too. So this is up to you. What do you, or how deep you want to get involved, in what kind of ownership you prefer to take in this step, right? Because again, that's the same thing. Feel free to assign yourself or your team to some of these high level
Well,
deliverables.
I am not the head of my team, so I think I
Mhm.
will go back to them with the information you're presenting, and
Mhm.
probably my boss, Jaime Bradenas, will contact you to define the level of participation of our team.
Okay, awesome. Carolina, one question, just to elaborate a little bit more into this. If we are these, or is this a list, a general list of let's say functionalities that we are considering? But if we double click on them, do we have a kind of
For the
like requirements?
moment are things that we are discussing, and we are discussing to try to find the best solution, or the best approach that we are going to use. So for the moment, it is not exactly the list of functionalities, and as I mentioned before, maybe in 1 or 2 weeks we are going to have a better list for this group, that is the points that that our community can focus to try to solve for, if someone want to collaborate in this. So for the moment, yes, we know that one use case is the DBP flow, another
Mhm.
one is the PDP flow,
Mhm.
but yes, it is not exactly the list of functionalities. Yes, we have functionalities here, but it is not exactly the whole list, or maybe here can be missing some functionality, or can be another functionality that is not going to be exactly working as it is mentioned in the blueprint. For example, we are actually discussing and this discussion with the banks and our internal team for automatic market makers. So it is not a decision that we are going to use that. Maybe yes, but it is not a taking decision. So it's that.
Okay. Jairo and Rafael, something that comes to my mind, maybe to accelerate a little bit more this kind of like a technical discussion. It maybe it's worth to, if there is an area that you would like to contribute, then maybe you can put some kind of questions of things that you need to validate before, I don't know, before committing to working on some of this. That might help, I think that might help Carolina and the team to try to nail down what is going to be required, right?
Mhm.
That's just on top of my mind. I'm happy to open here the discussion to everybody to contribute to. Mhm.
Yeah. Just a question. So if we go back to the screen that we saw, these requirements, have they been associated with one specific project, or just across the board? And because I know there's different use cases. Are we talking about taking on one specific use case first, and this is what's been developed for that specific use case? Or is it just a general assessment of the different use cases that you've put in play?
Mhm. Carol, I'm not sure if you want to take this one, or Nayan. That's high
Najan,
level.
yes, Najan, maybe you want to answer that question.
Jairo, you can see there are some topics that are specific to use cases and others
That are not
more
right.
kind of KYC, for instance, the
Yeah.
topic more general. But
Mhm.
basically, we need to develop 2 use cases. Then you can see the requirements list, function requirements list for DVP and the function requirements list for PVP there on the list.
Okay. Okay. All righty. We'll dig into that when we get in. We'll take a closer look.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Great. Any Carolina, do you have anything else that you would like to cover in this session?
No, not for this session. Not for this session. I am not going to be in the next session. Oh, no, yes. The next is in 2 weeks.
This
But maybe
is
in
going
2 weeks, yes, I
Mhm.
will have that whole list to our
Mhm.
community. The whole list before our meeting. I will going to have that publicated in our repo, and then we can share it here and talk about it.
Thank you, Carol. And thanks, David, for joining. David.
Yeah, if there's no other topics, I had one quick one before we drop. I just wanted to confirm that we're making sure that the information we're posting is correct on our end on the calendar. I noticed that what we're saying here, I'll share my screen real quick. What we're saying on the CBWeb3 repo is different from what we have on the calendar. Here it's saying the meetings will be every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific, which is an hour before this, but I think on the calendar we're saying it's every other week at 9 a.m. Pacific. So I'm fine with whatever, y'all want. I just wanted to, point out that we're saying 2 different things, so people in the community might be reading one thing and getting confused. So when do we want to have the meetings? Just to make sure
Yeah.
we're putting the information correctly.
Yeah. Next week or this weekend is going to be switching the DST in US. So I would prefer if we could. I think it's okay if we can. Carolina, and yeah, I'm not sure if you are available 1 hour earlier. So when the
Yes,
time
earlier,
zone
yes.
changes.
I mean,
Earlier
yeah,
this time, yes.
the time zone switch is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, it is disruptive. We could always pick, we don't have to pick Pacific time to schedule the meetings on. We could pick GMT, or if it's better to have it be separate, it doesn't necessarily have to be scheduled in Pacific time or Eastern time, but whatever information we want.
I'm either way okay. So if you, Carolina, and Ayan don't have problem, I think it's okay if we keep it like this way. It's going to be noon Easter time
And is it every week or every other week?
every other week.
Okay,
Yes.
so somebody will need to go and then update
Yeah.
this information on here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
I will.
what we have on the calendar is correct then. I think we have on the calendar every other week at noon now. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. So we'll leave the calendar as is.
Mhm.
Great,
Mhm.
great. Okay, thanks for that.
All right. And okay, and okay, so that's was the other update that I wanted to share, guys. So the next meeting is going to be in 2 weeks, and that will be November 7, I think. No, November 13.
13. Mhm.
All right. And yeah, I think that will be it. So I have some action items. Rafael, you discussed with this information with Jaime and the team, and pretty much assess in which kind of like component you would like to contribute, or the team would like to contribute. Jairo, the same thing for you. Rafael, consider, and I believe Jaime is fully aware. Jaime was somehow connected with the foundation in the past, I know. So everything that we're going to be building here is open source, so it's like available in terms of to everybody to use, right?
Perfect.
Okay, and the same thing for you, Jairo. If you would
Yeah.
like to invite this architect, that will be great for the next session. And it also for everybody here, now Carolina is going to be updating this list and probably increasing or adding some more items to the list. But if you have some topics that you can clarify or questions that you will need to answer for a specific topics, feel free to add them. I believe that you might be able to make comments in the issues. Carolina, can you confirm that just very quickly, that everybody can make comments on the issues, add questions just to keep them in our radar, and we can answer them properly.
Yes, I think so. The only thing that is for create issues or participate in the project needs to be added into the maintainers list. But for another thing, I think that this.
Okay. So, David, Karen, is that maintainers list something that you manage, or is something that we
No, I
should
can
like?
I can add the people. Again, it's only we need to have the GitHub user. If, for example, Jairo wants to you to be in the maintainer list, only needs to send to us the GitHub user, so I can add into the list.
Okay.
All right. So maybe that will be another of the action items, like share
Yeah.
what's going to be the maintainer from your side, right?
Just one question on the comment on what we would like to participate in. So Carolina, you're going to be adding some items to that list. So any idea of by when, so we can see the complete list and make sure we're
Yes, and this list is going to be public, and then
Okay.
we are going to explain that in this meeting. But yes, you can see that list in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay, but maybe just for a matter of time, maybe we can
We'll
start reviewing
actually.
what we have already there. Okay. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. David, Karen, anything that from your perspective, maybe we are missing in this call, or maybe that you would like to recommend? Happy to hear your input.
Yeah, Karen, did you have anything?
I haven't gotten a chance to do some outreach to our community to let them know about the call so that they might be interested in joining, but I think that's kind of the main thing is, reach out to people to let them know. We did have that event. That certainly was the beginning, but it's not the end of, sharing and talking about what this initiative is and getting people to get involved. So, I invite everybody to continue to do that and invite people to the next calls.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say something similar. I mean, if we can help with more, engagement and outreach, we're certainly happy to help, but I think this is a great start.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you very much. So that is we are also going to continue. I know that there are some people in the community that are a little bit familiar or interested in participating. So yeah, I think that somehow the register process is, at least this is my perspective, for some of our community members it's a little bit different. So yeah, we're going to reinforce this message with them, and if you can reinforce too, that would be great. All right. I think, if I'm not missing, Nayan, do you want to share anything else, or Enrique or Carol, if there is nothing else, maybe?
No, it's okay. My part's okay. Thank you, Willan.
Thank you, Enrique.
Me too. I don't have nothing more to add. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. And I'm not sure if you mentioned something, you were mute.
No, nothing.
Okay. Well, thank you all very much for your time today. and let's gonna meet again in 2 weeks. All right. Have
Thank
a
you.
wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Enjoy.
Bye bye.
Thanks.
Day, thank
Bye.
you for your time. Bye.